Hi, everyone. It's me, Just Kyia. Thank you so much for coming back. Season 2, episode 5. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, let's get right into it. Good vibes. So, the night before we moved to Vegas, we stayed a night over his parents' house. Kenny goes get the U-Haul. He has the Tahoe. So we fill them both up. It's just a small little U-Haul. And we head out to Vegas. Woo, woo, woo. So we head out early, of course, and we made it there. I think we made it there like 4.5, 5 hours, and got everything up into the apartment. We got there like mid afternoon, early evening. So we get everything upstairs, and Kenny, he excited, right? And I'm excited to get my little own space together. So he's like, I'm gonna go to the casino. I was like, okay. So he went to the casino, do his thing, and I did my thing. I had everything I needed, started unpacking and, just enjoying myself. It was like, wow. Here I am, 21, my own little spot in a new city. Whoop, whoop, can't tell me nothing. So, we're there for a while, and now it comes to the point where, okay, I need a little bit more things. I need some things, some dishes, and I need to shop, but I've never been a shopper type person, never. So I go to Kenny, I was like, well, I need some bowls and some things for the kitchen, and, we need some things. So and I knew he already had credit cards, and he would be normally the one to use them. So I'm telling him this, and then he's like, here, he gives me his billfold, and it's full of like every department store credit card. He had like A1 credit. What is it? 850. He had it, 780, whatever. And he's like, go get what you need. I'm like, okay. And then I dropped him off at the casino, this is, I don't know how long later, then I'm going to the mall. I ain't never been no shopper. Never. So I'm thinking I'm about to have fun. I got all these cards and my pocket's full of money, full of cash. So I get to the mall. So my first focus was mixing bowls. I knew, cause I can cook, basically, but I needed some mixing bowls. So I'm in the mall and I'm looking around, and I know the cards I got and all this stuff. So I don't see no mixing bowls that looks like my mama and my grandmama's mixing bowls. I'm like, no, this don't look like nothing I'm familiar with. So I ended up in Broadway, and I had a Broadway card, and I'm looking, I don't see nothing familiar. This is my first venture into this. And so finally, I asked one of the customer service lady, and I said, I need some mixing bowls, some simple mixing bowls. And I said it like that. And she said, oh, they're right here. Everything you need, and then everything you need for your kitchen, and whoop de whoop. Can I help you with anything else? I'm like, no, okay. So I'm looking. So I see this box, very elegant, very nice. Even, yeah, I'm like, okay. And then it had 3 black, now, once I got home, ceramic bowls. And I'm like, these don't look like my mama and grandmama's, but okay. Didn't look at the price. Didn't even, I'm just trying to figure this out. And this is the first evidence of mixing bowls that I have seen. So I go up to the register, and I'm frustrated. I am, and I don't get frustrated easy, but I'm not a shopper. And I felt like I was out of my element even then at 21. It was like, so anyway, so I go, and she rung up the bowls. Those things were $60. And this was back, and I say that now $60. This was back in 1990. And I'm saying that now, but then it was like, I got bowls, I'm ready to go, I'm done. I ain't got no spoon. I'm done, ready to go. So I get home, and then, like how I mentioned the spoons and stuff, I'm buying this high quality stuff and not know how to take care of it. But anywho, that comes later. So I was frustrated this day, and I do not get frustrated easily at all. So I go after this, and then I kind of get a little bit other essential things in the mall, but I gotta go. So then I go hang out with Kenny at the casino, and once again we have a great night. I kid you not, and we stay up and keep going, and we coming home with tens of thousands of dollars. Abundance, and we weren't flashy, because he wasn't either. He wasn't that shopper, like, you gotta have this and you gotta do this or whatever. Each apartment came with its own little safe in your master closet. I guess you in Vegas, hey, when you're in Rome, do as the Romans. I guess they setting you up for, like, great prosperity. So anyway, we're putting money up and we're doing our thing. So at this time, we're probably here about 7 or 8 months. Oh, wait. We was there a year, because when my 22nd birthday came up, my mom wanted to come down and celebrate my birthday with me. And so her and her husband, her and Elle, came down to Vegas and spent some time with us. And at this time, so it's a year now. So we got to bring up, remember the kids, remember the pregnancies. So my mom and Elle are down there. We're having a good time and hanging out, and they stayed a while with us. It was really a good time, and neither one of us are working, as far as me and Kenny, and good times. Okay. And we're able to sponsor and do all these good things, and we got 2 bedrooms, so they're able to stay in the other bedroom. I did what I can do, to fix it up, to make it comfortable. Okay, so no. Okay. So as my mother is staying there, I did express to her about the shopping things, and at this time my mother did take me around and school me more on shopping and where to go, as far as to help to alleviate the stress from me. Okay, so they stayed a good couple of months with us. Okay. So the kids. So as we're there and life is good, so we're all hanging out. My mom and Elle is in our second bedroom. Me and Kenny, we're in our master, just chilling. And then there's a knock at the door. It's about 7, and I don't know why I remember this. This is about 7:30 in the evening, and I go to the door, and then there's a man serving a big little envelope and asks me to sign. Does Kenny Lee Smith Jr. live here? Yes. Asked me to sign. Okay, I sign. Take the package. So I don't know what it was. I have never opened up his mail. I have never done this, but it was just weird. And I was the only one. Everybody else is kind of chilling. My mom and Elle is in the second room. Kenny's in there chilling. I really believe we was watching a movie or something. Just cool, great night. I don't know what made me open up that envelope, but the grace of God. So I opened it up. And I say the grace of God because everything I've been through teaches me. So I open it up, and it's child support papers from Judy. And we haven't, up until now, since that time, we haven't talked to talked about her, wasn't mentioned to me or anything. So I opened it up, and I'm in the kitchen by myself, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, in my heart, as I'm reading, I can remember it like it just starts beating. I have never experienced anything like this magnitude in my life, and my heart is just beating, and I'm just keep reading. And then it's something like, I guess she had to get on the county or something, and in lieu of that, the county office was notifying and suing, and my name was on there too, and we ain't even married or nothing, but saying he lives with her, and saying that, and then she knows the address where we're at, and then because it comes to our house and all of that's in there. And as I continue to read, he has sent her multiple letters of admiration. Oh, I love you. I don't know why I'm here with Kyia. She's the worst person in the world. I made the biggest mistake. She made me do this. I remember that letter like, woo, I have never been hit so hard in my life. And it was more than one letter. And then she kept it all, and this is before text. So this is manually, he wrote it out and saying, as soon as I can get away from her, I can't stand her. All she do is kind of whoop, I mean, what? Wow. That hurt my feelings so bad. And my mother and her, remember, I'm reading it, and as I'm reading it, my heart, and I was like, what the MF? What the? And I'm getting, and then I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God. And I remember doing that. And then I'm just like, oh, and then my mother hears me. Dudes don't pay no attention. So evidently my mother hears me. She comes, she's like, what's wrong? And I said, look, I said, he don't care. He don't love me. He don't want to be with me. I said, look at all of this. He's saying it. And I can't believe this. And blah, blah, blah. She's like, calm down, calm down, calm down. That was the first time my mother is she's like, calm down. Let's figure this out. Okay, calm down, calm down. She's like, I see y'all relationship. Calm down. I remember her saying it. So I'm trying to calm down. And then at this time, Elle's coming in, and Kenny already came in. And then so she's calming me down. And I remember saying, so you can't stand me? I said, why the MF you with me then? I didn't have to come here. I don't give a fuck about your showing ass. And I'm going off, and I'm like, if you want to be with her, shit, why would blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, what? And he looked confused. And I said, I see the letters. All the stuff you done said about me. And if you don't want to say, what the hell? I can give a fuck. I wanted to be with you because you wanted to be blah, 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 blah. My mom like, Kyia, calm down. Calm down. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I said, you got to get the fuck out right now. You I don't care. You got to go. So him and Elle end up wherever going. They had to go because I have never felt those emotions in my life. I've never cared about anyone like that in my life. I never even knew that was within me because at this point, it's me and you. It's like, I guess it was love no, it was. I loved him. He provided, he was there. And for that betrayal, I was like, wow, and it really hurt me. It hurt me really bad. So Elle and Kenny went whatever. And then my mom, and this is sad to say, the one and only time my mother was able to comfort me in the sense, and it's not a bad thing what I'm saying, this is just her, but I do remember that she comforted me and soothed me and brought me back down, like, think about it. Like, think about what he has shown you versus what these letters say. What has he shown you? And I remember her saying something to that effect. And for the rest of my life, I know that helped me with the foundation. The sad part is she told me this and she expressed that to me. And then I know it's like in life, we're only at 15 minutes. It's like in life, where you have, where the Lord uses people. Because I promise you, my mother has never shown that side of herself to me again in that aspect of what I needed. And that's good. That's great. I truly believe the Lord spoke through her and used her, and that stayed with me. And it really cultivated and it really gave me that fundamental, or that foundation, or starting that teaching. He used her words for that for me, and I needed that. Okay, so I calmed down, but I'm very hurt, of course, but I calmed down. And we went on, and I sucked it up, and let's do this. And then so something else came. Okay, so my mom and no, yeah, they left. I'm not gonna go into that much details of what I was about to share. You gotta go get the book. The book has a lot. There's like these stories that I'm relaying verbally to you guys. There's so many more details. Like, I'm just telling you guys the pinnacle of this area and this area and this area, like the apex of it. And so, but there's a lot more details and there's a lot more learning lessons in my book. And I know I keep mentioning my book, and at the right time it is going to come out. And but right now this is the avenue that I'm using, and that is available to me to you guys into my journey in my life. And instead of just being home and waiting, I want to interact now, and then give you a little sample, a little taste of me. Okay, so anywho, so I really do remember that. Okay, so we go on. And my mom and Elle, they end up leaving. They stayed a good I don't know, let's say 4 months, okay, with us. And so this is, oh yeah, they did. And then after my uncle had left, this is what I said to Kenny. I was like, I can't live in sin with you anymore. And this is okay. So my mom and her husband came, and they left. They came like right away. My mom came and hung out with us for a few months. And then it's coming around to my 21st birthday, but right before that, my uncle, he comes and visit. I think my uncle been there twice by this time, and we ain't even been there a good 7 months. My uncle loves Vegas, so this is his second trip, but my mom has left now. And this is before my 22nd birthday, I believe. And so my uncle is there, and I'm talking to him about me having, like, not getting pregnant. And then he shared with me, he's like, well, me and my wife have been together for a while, and until we got married. He was just sharing his story. Until we got married and made things right. He's like, you guys are living here. And I took what he was saying, and it was true. And I truly believe that. So after he left and I went to Kenny, I was like, we've been living together for a year now, because now my birthday came around. And I said, I can't live with you in sin anymore. If we're going to be together, you got to marry me. You got to marry me. So, and I said, I believe that's why we're not getting pregnant, because he wanted kids. I wanted kids as well. Okay, what time is it? 19. Oh, I'm doing good, right? So we got married November 2nd. And it was good. It was nice. We got married. And then at this time, um We've been together a year and a half. So we got to go back down to his parents' house because no one was there. We did it. I told Kenny I'm not living with him in sin anymore. And it's like, okay, baby, let's go do it. You know, his mama, once again, she pissed now. We ain't had no wedding. I told him he gonna marry me, and we got married. We came back married. Ooh, she can't stand me now. What? So, we go up there after we get married. I think it was for the holidays or something. I'm not sure. So, we're staying at his parents' house. And we get there, and she let it known to me that I have taken her son. She's not yelling or anything, but she pulled me to the side after, you know, she got her little E&J on or whatever, and she pulled me to the side. I have taken her son away from her. She let it she didn't say these words, but she made it very clear that she did not like me, and that I didn't have any kids for her, and something was wrong with me, and you know, what am I doing? I mean, she's not using these words, but the undertone in what she's saying is very clear. It's very, very clear. So at this time, I'm just looking at her, and I'm just like, okay, wow, you know, and then of course now I'm not taking it out on her because I'm just taking it in, but I'm taking it out on Kenny. And then so after all of this bereavement that I've taken on, and, you know, just, you know, listening to her, as we go back, driving back home, I'm letting it out on him. Like, and I'm telling him, and I'm like, okay, I know that's your mama, because I don't want to disrespect her, because I know how much he loves her. And, you know, I don't want to do that, but she's not being good and true to me at all. And so I'm taking it out on him. So as we're driving back, and I'm taking this out on him, and I thought I was trying to say it in a respectful way, he got very upset with me. And in a sense, and maybe I did, maybe I was disrespectful, maybe maybe I was. I don't remember like that first incident of that. I was trying to not take it out on her, but let him know, but he felt I was being disrespectful. Yeah. So we get back to the apartment, and then this is after we're married, it's after the holidays, after the new year, because we stayed down there a little bit. And then at this time, things change. It changed a little bit. So now he's like, oh, you're, being a little disrespectful about my mom. But I mean, I was a little bit more worked up, but not to the sense to where he knew where I stand. And normally he's supportive of this. Okay, so anyway. So now we're in the early years of like 1991, the early years, the early months of 1991. So the whole child support thing, we're going to court. He has to go down this way in Vegas because she's in Louisiana, I believe. And somehow, I don't know how it was worked out, but he went down in Vegas, and I went with him. And as we go there, at this point, he was just about to start working. We've been there a whole year in Vegas. Neither one of us working. We're living off of gambling money. Totally 100% off of gambling money. So now things are like slowing up, and it's just maybe that year of maturity and the uncertainty. And then the money wasn't coming in maybe as fast, but it was like both of us was thinking like, wait, hold up, how long is this gonna last? But a full year, over a little bit over a full year, we lived in Vegas just by gambling money alone, and very comfortable, and had very nice, place. So we're at 24. I got 6 minutes. So the whole thing came up again. We showed up to court about the child support. And at this time, when it came for us to go to the court for the child support, all these emotions in me are starting up again, right? But that's okay. Guess who showed up for this child support hearing? His mother. And at this point, I did not realize how much in touch they were talking back and forth. And now my influence, or whatever it is over here, which I'm not trying to influence him, but do the right thing, get a DNA test, or, do follow what it says. And so, but I didn't know this battle over here. So, okay, so I'm a little like out of the loop, or he's playing two different sides now because he is a mama's boy. So we get into court, and he didn't even tell me his mama was showing up. So we get into court, and I see his mom, and he had to do it because at this while I'm sitting there, because he had to set up the transportation for her to get there. So anywho, we're in there, and I guess it's a different time now, because I don't even think they do it like this anymore. So we're in there, and they bring up the letters and all this other stuff, but there's new stuff. There's stuff that Judy presented, that his mother has taken ownership of this kid, and been sending. She got all the receipts and stuff, which is fine and dandy. My whole thing was, let's get a DNA test, because he got multiple things, and I didn't even know this. And then I guess the mother informed them of Chantel, so that came up. So all these things came up, and not him, they have all the receipts of the things she's doing to take care of them and all this stuff. Okay, so now Chantel's included in this, but it's all because of her, how kind of I felt at the time messy. I felt at the time like she's just digging at me. And no, I wasn't like thinking of the kids. I'm kind of pissed off because you're doing this really, I believe, to dig at me. And, I hadn't got pregnant, and I don't have a kid, and like, let Kyia go, because I don't even like her anyway. That's how I felt. So now at this time, there was the attorney finally asked for a DNA test, and actually not even finally asked. I found out that is something that was automatically already in the works. Them two didn't know, but it was because Judy was on the county, so they was already taking that step to figure it out, or whatever, because he didn't sign the birth certificate. He wasn't even there for the birth and all this stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to close it up, and you got to come back for the second part. Okay, so now, due to all of this, everyone's getting a DNA test except for me, because I ain't got no baby. But, okay, we're getting a DNA test. And his mother stayed with us, I don't know, a couple of weeks, hanging out with us. I'm still trying to make the best of it, because that's just me. I don't want I don't know. I just don't want, even though I'm pissed, and maybe I choose the wrong times to let it out at that time, but I didn't, okay, we're at 29 minutes. Okay, you got to come back for 6 to see what happens next. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I hope you guys seen where I say when I love you guys. I love the fact that you hang in there with me. I love the fact that you come back. And I appreciate you for going on this journey with me. May we inspire, encourage, and challenge each other. Woo, woo. Love you guys. Until next time. Just Kyia. Bye. Thank you. Come back, subscribe, leave comments. Any questions, please. Oh, and come and see me on live in Facebook and questions and answers on Fridays and Saturdays, 7 to 8. I look forward to seeing you over there as well. Thank you. Bye.